Well, my Social Security name is Calvin Mills. It's not what I'm known as. I'm known as Buddy.
And this right here, cruising through wide open land just north of Okeechobee, is Buddy's happy place.
I think heaven's going to be a lot like this, but I think the grass will be greener and deeper. May not be as many skeeters in heaven. You could take the city, you can take the beaches, you can take all of the other stuff. You can have it. But I like this right here.
Today, Buddy is on a hunt.
Look at the one on the right, it's too big. The one on the left is too small. I think we can get what we want right here.
This sable palm is what he's after. More specifically, the heart of it.
I'm gonna take him. We're gonna get 3. He's a good one. You can stir fry it, you can make fritters out of it, but we're gonna make a soup out of it to go with some barbecue tonight. It's called swamp cabbage. We basically learned it like I did from my ancestors who learned it from their ancestors and back until probably I would say it came from the Indians who was here first.
Buddy makes quick work of the palm leaves and works his way towards the center.
I switched to the axe at this point for me so I don't bust the heart. One tree should feed 5 to 8 people easily.
Harvesting not only provides food, but also helps to manage the land.
When I go to bring cattle in and out of this pasture, they can actually travel through here a little bit easier.
Buddy chops his way down to the heart. He says the rest of the trunk has an undesirable bitter taste.
You don't want to feed that to your wife. You want to feed that to your mother-in-law. This was a way of life. This was a vegetable that we would just go get for Sunday dinner.
And now he says most people who eat swamp cabbage make it for special occasions, and it goes with just about anything.
I guess you could probably eat swamp cabbage with pizza. I don't know. Homebound, that's it.
After chilling on ice for a couple of hours, the chopped up heart is ready to cook.
What I do is try to add them all in at one time, and I want them to all cook fairly even.
Add a little cooked bacon.
You can boil socks. As long as you put bacon in them, you can eat them. You can eat boiled socks with that bacon in them.
A little seasoning.
We don't salt much food, but we do tend to go overboard with pepper. Now I'll just let it slow boil, maybe 5 minutes. It'll be golden, man. And this is as cowboy as it gets. You don't get much more cowboy than swamp cabbage and beans.
Buddy says it's a must-eat for anyone who calls Florida home.
It's got its own thing. If I compare it to anything, it's going to be maybe steamed broccoli or cauliflower, possibly. But it's got its own flavor to me. You can't live here any length of time and not try it. Thank you, love. I think that's plenty. My wife was she was kind of hard to get. And I cooked a pot of swamp cabbage, and she ate some of it and fell in love with me right away. So it's got its own love potion built into it. This is my life. Spend a day working, and to come home and put ribs on the grill, and you hear how quiet and tranquil it is. Horses are standing there, just got through eating, have the cabbage and the ribs and sit under the barn. This is as good as it gets to me.
Russell Rhodes, Fox 13 News.
He had so many great one-liners.
You don't serve it to your wife, you serve it to your mother-in-law.
That's a love potion right there. P.S. Elise Zwick, a resident New Yorker, just found out what a skeeter is. She said, what's a skeeter?
What's a skeeter?
A mosquito. Welcome to Florida. Skeeter. So the sable palm is Florida's state tree, so it is protective. Random harvesting of them is prohibited, but you can cut them on your own property, so it's very hard to find swamp cabbage in restaurants.
The best way to have it, go visit Buddy during the Florida State Fair. He serves a swamp cabbage in the Cracker Country section. Usually Charlie Belcher's there previewing Florida State Fair, but Buddy is the man. I love it.
Buddy. Great story. That was great.